Greetings. 'Tis I, Cryptfly. Oh, that runs a little, doesn't it? One sec. I'm just gonna bring this over here for now. Thank you so much. It's very kind. You know, I went to college. I have an arts degree, so. Hi, how's it going? Anybody want a peanut? Come on. I'm having tea. Tonight's tea is cucumber white. Oh, fuck. Just drop the tea bag directly on the ground. It's probably fine. My teacup, it looks like the depression robe from Our Flag Means Death. It's pretty nice. I had to special order it from the Target website. And it wouldn't ship with any orders under $35, so I had to add a dress and a blender. And I did. I have worn the dress once. I've used the blender a few times. It was to replace a broken blender of the exact same kind, but... I'm just looking at my OBS video window compared to the Twitch one in front of me, and like, there's a lot of color correcting going on there. I look a lot greener on Twitch than I do. I don't know, it's just weird. But my lipstick looks truer on the Twitch thing than the OBS, so. I should not have worn these earrings. I'm just like pinning them down. There we go. Now they can actually swing. Before they were just like pinned straight, which is not how these earrings are supposed to be. How's it going, y'all? This is, of course, from a Hood beauty supply store. I'm sad I no longer live there because now I can't just go up the block and get like 5 absolutely massive pairs of earrings for like $2. Very wise, hiding from all the people. If you're watching this later, this is being recorded on the 4th of July, and I do live in America, so I'm very sorry if there's a lot of, I don't know if you saw my eye twitch just then as I was about to explain, a lot of fireworks. So if you hear a lot of booming, it's probably not the revolution. Although... Hi! Me too! I also wish that. It's... At least it would be more fun for me. I probably wouldn't leave my house, though. Hi, baby! Sorry, I saw my cat across the room. And she's, very cute. She's so fluffy. I wish I could show you, but I can't. So you're gonna have to, okay, imagine a cat. Alright, are you imagining a cat? Is it a cute cat? It's gotta be a really cute cat. Are you imagining this? You have to tell me. Yeah, okay. Yeah, yes. Cutest cat, little toe beans, absolutely. Great job. I've now described my cat. You can now imagine the cat. The other source of booms might be the fact that there is rain going on, and there might be a thunderstorm, so who knows? Not me. We simply won't know. The squirrely tail, yes, because Whiskey has a squirrely tail because it flips over. It's very cute. We love it. Oh, she's looking at me again because she knows I'm talking about her. Hi, baby. You want to come over here for scritches? Yeah? Yes? Here she comes. Come here. No, don't run past me. Come over here. I'm not turning for you, but come here. Jackass. Over here. Here we go. No, come on. No, I'm definitely not trying to get you to get an area where I can... Oh, tricked. I tricked her. There we go. Oh, she hates it. She hates it. She's not a lap cat. But she is extremely cute. What's going on? What do your cat eyes see? Squish. Okay, I can put you down now. Alright, she didn't enjoy it. She did not enjoy that. She's actually mad at me that I tricked her. Oh. Tolerated at best. She didn't immediately bite me, so that's the best we can hope for. However, I now have cat fur on my hands. Yeah, I know, it's my own fault. Because she is a very fluffy cat, and it is very warm out, so she is sharing the fluff. I love when I get cat hair wound up in my eyelashes. That's fun. Love it. It's fun. No, I'm not exaggerating how much cat fur is now kind of just floating in the general area. I'm just... yep. There we go. There we go. It's great, thank you. Brought this upon myself. I really should groom her again tonight. I groomed her earlier. I need to groom her again later. Alright, I've been fucking around for 13 minutes. So I'm gonna launch the game. Oh god. Yes. Well, it's gonna take a second because I installed it, but now it's trying to install a second time. Display subtitles. Oh. There we go. I can't tell if there's sound because there's no, like, title music. Oh well. Sorry, there's just a downpour suddenly. 1 second. Oh, I know the problem. My headphones weren't actually plugged in. Didn't do all my checks. Sorry, I have to look at a downpour. I love rain. Yep. I did not do final checks. I didn't do any of that. I'm like a professional in many ways. I resemble one. As you can tell. Alright. Welcome to Gone Home. We're gonna be taking this slow. We're gonna be looking at, like, a lot of everything.
Hi, Mom. So I got my ticket home from Europe. I get back on June 6th, but it's a really late flight because that was the cheapest, so it gets in at midnight. But don't worry, I'll get a shuttle from the airport so you don't have to pick me up. Like, really seriously, you don't have to. Okay, so love you. See you soon. Bye.
June 7th, 1995. 1:15 a.m. Oh, there's a downpour here too. What's that? There we go. My headphones were also on backwards, so I was hearing things backwards. Katie, I'm sorry I can't be there to see you, but it is impossible. Please, please don't go digging around trying to find out where I am. I don't want Mom and Dad or anyone to know. We'll see each other again someday. Don't be worried. I love you. Sam. Very nice torch. Yeah, Sam, probably not your shining moment. Grab cup. Oh. Left shift. Right mouse button. Oh, it's $6 whole. Love you, Christmas duck. one by inventory. Oh, look, there's us. Caitlin Greenbrier. National Passport. I got it to go on my Europe trip. Boarding pass. Departure from Amsterdam to Portland. Transfer in Cincinnati. The spare key that was hidden under old Christmas duck. I do want to know if I can put iced coffee in there. Yeah, her hair is great. Wait, that means I can examine the cup. There is nothing in the cup. There should be iced coffee in here. Note, directions to work from new house. Travel time 1 hour 10 minutes. God. To work from new house? Is that this house? Is that where we are? We're over here. God, who has an hour and 10 minute what's the word I'm looking for? Commute. Some coupons, some letters we can't read. Okay. Yeah, I guess this isn't the new house, but like... Or is it the new house? God! Invoice. Yes, it is the new house. Alright. Overweight library.
Dear Katie, so much has changed, even just since you've been away. We moved into this house. I'm at a new school, and my big sister being gone for a year doesn't make it any easier. It doesn't feel real, but I'm not gonna let it faze me. I used to tell you everything, and if I can't do it in person, because you're off gallivanting around who knows where, I'll tell it to this journal, just like I was talking to you.
That's very sweet. Oh, I see. So I can re-listen to any of them at any time. Great. I wanted to look up, how much, with an inflation calculator, how much this would be today. In 1994, $2,750. $2,750 is $5,423.85. That's a lot of money. Jesus. To move. I mean, I guess it's a full house. So overall, Sparkle hand soap. Does it have glitter in it? That'd be very 94. Author magazine. Yeah. I guess it does depend where they were moving from. We haven't heard where they're moving from. You would think closer to where where whoever is commuting an hour and 10 minutes. God, that's a long one. Art of feedback. Oh, I guess I can. What? Bad news, guys. That's what this game is now. No, that's not real. I guess there is only the one light in here. For the powder room. No, I think I knew you could move this because there was a picture on the Steam page of someone taking literally everything, every single object, and taking it, putting it in the foyer for some double hinged doors, though, right? I'll stop fucking around quite so much. Alright, closet. Is that our ma? Tackle. Goodfellow High School. Go Owls. Sorry. Over the Alps, a novel traveling game. That's fine. Is that a skull? Oh. It sure is. Made in Mexico. My old track trophy. I'm a track star from 91. First place. How? Track and field finals? Ugh. Oh, it's just straight up the Holy Bible. Okay. Wish there was a plain text version of this. Dear Jan, it's so good to hear from you again. All this new house business sounds like quite the adventure. Remember the little dorm room we shared freshman year? When we were miserable fantasizing about our dream homes, I always said I wanted a mansion. You said you wanted a house in the woods. Look who got both. Somebody up there likes you. I could use some of that magic. Send me some lotto numbers. I'll play them, seriously. But I shouldn't be complaining about this good old split level we've had since Bob got transferred to Winnipeg. We just got new vinyl siding. Jealous yet? Let me know if you ever want to trade places. So how are the girls doing? Has Katie left on her big European adventure yet? Speaking of jealous. Right back soon. Miss you, Rumi. Carol. Interesting. Alright. I don't think I can jump, which is truly a tragedy. A note. Sam. Daniel from the old neighborhood called. He wants to come see the new house. Call him back. Mom. Daniel is a total weirdo. The only reason I ever hung out with him in the first place was that he had a Nintendo when we were little. Fair enough. I also have a Nintendo. Itinerary. Oh, is this my itinerary? Katie's departure to Amsterdam. Wow. It's a worldwide table. Right. What a terrible game. You know, I put in my tweet that, of course, this was 2013 Polygon Game of the Year. But you can't even jump. So, like, I'm gonna need them. I'm gonna need an apology.
Sam. Sam. Hello. Sam. Sam, where are you?
What?
Really? I need to talk to you.
What?
Please be there.
Hi, Mom. So I got my ticket home from
that's
Europe.
me.
I get back on June 6th, but it's a really late flight because that was the cheapest, so it gets in at midnight. But don't worry, I'll get a shuttle from the airport so you don't have to pick me up. Like, really seriously, you don't have to. Okay, so love you. See you soon. Bye.
Well, it wasn't me, and it wasn't my sister, who was Sam, so... The music has gotten ominous. Sam, Katie, Mom, and Dad. There's Sam. And there's me. Aw, she's cute. Very cute flannel. Press 2 or M to check your location in the house. Okay. Paris. Okay, I guess I have to hold it down. Hi, Mom, Dad, and Sam. I'm in Paris. I have done many Parisian things, including eating le petit déjeuner and wearing a beret. I'm going to have lots of film to develop when I get back. Sam, I'm bringing you back something from the Shakespeare Book Company since you are my favorite sister. Love you all, Katie. Huh. Hey, it's one of the postcards I sent. Obituary. Oscar Doc Mason. Yeah, I haven't picked up a cordless phone. Wait, it's 94, right? Were there cordless phones in 94? Never mind. Oscar Mason, 60, of Boone County, died peacefully last month in his home. Mr. Mason was born on September 8th, 1933, in the house that would be his home for the rest of his life. He attained his degree in pharmacy at a young age and returned to Boone County to practice. He quickly became a well-loved figure at the center of community. In the decades preceding his passing, he was seldom seen outside his house. A service will be held this Sunday at the First Methodist Church at 1 p.m. All are welcome. His survivors include his nephew, Terrence Greenbrier, as well as in spirit the people of Boone County, to whom he provided wellness and comfort. Oh, Terrence Breyer is my dad. So that's my great uncle? I don't know how these things work. Hey! DeSoto. I don't know if we know this person yet. She's cute. Oh, thank you all very much for looking that up. Apparently 1994 cordless phones were just being released to consumers. So we are on the cutting edge in this house. A new note. Welcome, new student. We are as excited as you about your first day at Goodfellow High School. I read that a little weird, but it's fine. Please be sure to bring the following to your first day of classes so that you can get right into the swing of things. 1 sturdy folder with pockets for each of your 6 class periods, 1 lined notebook per period, or 1 large notebook with 6 divided sections, at least 6 pens, blue or black ink, and 6 pencils. 1 box of colored pencils, a standard combination lock for your assigned locker, a nutritious lunch, or $2.50 for a lunch provided by the school cafeteria, and a positive attitude, which is not checked off. Please remember to get plenty of sleep the night before and be ready for the first bell to ring at 8 a.m. See you soon, and again, welcome, Beth Fallon's principal.
Oh my god. You are so lucky you finished high school before we moved into this house. So, it's the first day of school, and there I am, introducing myself to the class, and I say that I just moved into the house on Arbor Hill. All of a sudden, every kid in the room turns and just stares like I suddenly transformed into a mutant. I just stood there, wishing pretty hard for a rewind button. Because now maybe nobody knows my name, but they all know who I am. The Psycho House girl. Great.
This house is massive. Right? Like, this house is huge. Back to basics, sent back in time to Dallas, 1960. What if JFK... Wait, hold on. Back to basics, sent back to 1963. What if JFK wasn't JFK? JFK... Poison, kidnapped, injured, state of emergency in Dallas, cancels motorcade! Why are we talking about going back to save JFK? Is this a book board? Early space flight equals utopia! Time stream, too different. Paradox results in JFK death being desired outcome. Magic bullet theory, lone gunman. Oh my god. Oh, yeah. There was a writing magazine. Yes. Examine paper. Pioneer CLD combination laserdisc compact disc player. MSRP $999.99. Holy shit. Remote with backlight, double-sided play, headphone out, display on off. Holy shit. They say that Jack of all trades is a master of none. I have to disagree. Mastery is not a question of specialization, but sureness of purpose and dedication to craft. If you happen to be in the market for a combination LD-CD player, you'll be glad to know that Pioneer seems to share this particular... Oh, he's writing ad copy. Sorry, I have to take this over to a... Benjamin Ullman, The Killing of JFK Theory. Superb work of speculation, plotted with amazing skill and showing the level of magnetic artistry that is not usually present in such academic pieces. Okay, so it's just a book about, like, theory about the JFK assassination. So, yo, that ruled. I want you guys to know, my mother's birthday is on the day that JFK was assassinated, and she was like 6? So her 6th birthday? And she was like, I don't understand why all of the adults are crying. It's my birthday. Why is no one happy? Whoa! Intense. Yeah. That... Tesla System Directory? Is that our phone company? It is June, after all. What a shitty fan. Enter combination. Did you know that statistically, if there is a number combination lock, the combination is within, I think, 10 feet of that lock? Can I open it? Don't know if I can open it. From the pen of Terence Greenbrier. Yeah. So he has... Oh. Wow! Is this the library off? Oh my god. There was a question mark in that first drawer, was there? In this one? Well, there was. Go away. Terence Greenbrier. Yeah. From 1972. Write on what I hope and imagine is a joyous occasion. News reaches me that you are newly married to a wonderful young woman. I have had more than a little time to consider my past and my family, and my thoughts have often lingered on your development and welfare in the 10 years since we last met. Your marriage gives me much assurance in this regard. You are always welcome on Arbor Hill. I will understand if you feel you can't accept this invitation, with a big piece ripped out. And it was ripped up and taped back together. That's... John Russell opened his eyes and saw them, the stars, twinkling as if he were laying on the grass in his family's yard in Massachusetts, even though that place was a million miles away. No, he blinked the sleep from his eyes, looking through the carbon-reinforced safety glass from the space station Archimedes. Yes, he was a long way from home, but the future needed him. Opening a book on someone waking up is... it's fine. John Russell's head swam. He felt incredibly drunk, despite not having touched a drop in hours. He vomited onto his feet, his bare feet. Ow. He stared for a moment, processing his sick-flecked toenails scanning up his bare shins, bare knees. He was completely naked. He looked up and met the eyes of a gorgeous blonde woman wearing a tight polymer fiber tunic. The fabric that strained at the seams contained her generous bosom and was emblazoned with the phrase, matter transference operator. Then he passed out. John Russell had crossed the gap in time. Only messages had passed before, but now, man. They needed him, now more than ever. Changing the past was no longer good enough. The instructions from the council had been clear. What to procure, what to construct from it, how to assemble it. So he made the machine, how to transport him bodily across time, and now he stood there on a bridge of the starship Archimedes, command of the vessel, because my dad was drinking when he was writing this, quite heavily. Look at this. Boy. Like, he has to have been getting very drunk. Like, he's not even bothering to try to fix any of this. So that letter, having been ripped up and put back together, and stained. That's probably fine. And that was from... Sorry, I don't know if I read the signature. But it was from Oscar Mason, whose obituary we read, his uncle. I don't like that a letter from his uncle, whose house this was torn up, then taped back together, and then hidden. That makes me personally worry about stuff. God, but look at this fucking library, baby! Dad's second book. The Accidental Pariah. A message from our future saved the president's life once, but within the next 24 hours there will be another attempt. The lines of communications are down. The second book. Gosh, Dad. Yeah, apparently he's working on at least his third JFK time travel book. The Magazine for Men, Gentlemen, from 89. 89? Dad, it's 1994. You can get rid of old issues. You're allowed. Stranger Under My Roof. Oh, about teenagers. Understanding teens. The teen years are fraught with change of all types, physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, but these changes don't just affect your teen. Your teen's turbulent years are a challenge for parents as well. Maybe the biggest challenge you've yet faced since having children. This book holds insights into your teen's behavior from the very beginning as he or she first enters adolescence, up through the end of the teen years as he or she enters young adulthood. Practical strategies here are based on well-tested principles of pediatric psychology presented by Dr. Elisa Medina, herself a mother of 2 teenagers. Prepare to gain new tools for establishing productive, healthy, and loving dialogue with the stranger under your roof. Alright, but they probably weren't having issues with me because I was leaving. So apparently they decided they needed a book to talk to Sam. 0451 is the combination in the other. 94. Dear Terrence. So this is just this past fall? Wait. That doesn't work. Is it 95? What year is that? Dear Terrence, David asked me to write you regarding the reviews you've been submitting the last few months. Frankly, they're becoming more trouble than they're worth from an editing standpoint. There's a word limit. It's your job to stay under it, not mine to cut back up to it. Even then, it's becoming harder and harder to weed out the tangents and non sequiturs from usable copy without heavy rewrites. The readers of Home Theater Aficionado want to hear about the quality and value of the hardware, not ruminations on your childhood. He needs a blog. He needs a recipe blog. If it were up to me, I wouldn't be writing this letter. I'd just be cutting you loose. There's a ton of guys half your age who would take half your rate to write stuff I could actually use. But David's known you for a long time, and he's the boss. So I'm giving you one more shot on his say-so. You should write him a nice note thanking him for his patience and generosity. Look through your old stuff and start submitting reviews like that again, then everybody will be happy. God! What? This is a scathing... That was really fucking mean. Jesus. Alright. 0451. Why he wrote it in that, we'll never know. This is so nice. True stories. I was a teenage drag queen. Fresh. 90210. Does anybody still care? No. The Accidental Prophet. The Accidental Prophet. What was the name of his second book? The Accidental Pariah. Sorry, I'll just clean these up so my dad, when he gets home, doesn't know that I've looked at his porn. Anyway, so the combination was more than 10 feet away from the thing. I also, can I open this? Can I do want to know how to subvert the male gaze. Subvert. The answer is armor, by the way. I should probably put the... So my dad doesn't know that I found that. Anyway, that seems very, very personal, to be honest. Enter combination. Mr. Mason, who was my dad's uncle, please find the enclosed of your original document and a typed copy for your records. The notarized copy, blah, 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 from an attorney. Oh, his last will and testament. I am unmarried and I have no children. I have no outstanding debts. Bequeath every item of value of which I may die possessed, including the dwelling and surrounding acres at Arbor Hill, as well as any and all personal property to my nephew. In the event that Terrence predeceased me, then, and in such event, request fall to his children. Wow. That is old. What was the year on it? 13th day of August 1973. Several years ago. Alright. So we inherited this. What if I can't like pick it up and throw it into the trash for him. Sorry about the alarms. I have no idea what's going on. Are you the new girl, Sam? I'm Tommy in the back behind. Wave if you get this and write back. Hi, Tommy. Yes, I'm Samantha, and I'm new. What's up? I just thought since you're new, maybe you could use a friend. I don't have a lot of friends, and so I thought if I'd ask something, if you don't mind. Do you mind? No, I don't mind. What do you want to ask? Was it just your uncle who went psycho, or does it run in the family? Amazing. Fucking incredible. Oh, when was that letter from? Okay, so Uncle Mason apparently... So the will was from 73. So when was this from? 72. So a year after he wrote this letter, he made out his will to his nephew. Yeah, thanks, Tommy. That's super nice of you.
This West Weather Service reports high wind and torrential rain conditions affecting the following counties: Austin County, Boone County, Dawn County, Tacoma County, and Wistaria County. Residents are strongly urged to stay indoors and secure all windows and doors.
Making friends. Sam, I thought this might help.
You know that feeling where the first moment you see someone, it's like they have a big gold star around them, and you have to get to know them? Well, there's this girl. I think she's a senior. She's usually dressed kind of punk. But sometimes I see her in this, like, army uniform. And she's always drawing in this notebook, looking so intense. I had no idea how I would ever, like, have an excuse to talk to her. Till I noticed she and her friends hang out and play Street Fighter at the 7-Eleven every day after school.
Flood conditions are expected at lower elevations.
Sam, do you have a crush on a JROTC jock? Read letter. God, okay, I get it. Enclosed, please find a Pioneer unit with remote and cables. We need half-page review for the October issue. Looking forward to see on your take on the unit. All right. So pizza, TV listing, X-Files. Yeah, which was also the tape. Someone was taping it. That's cute. I like that the lighting is dynamic here, that I have to, like, pick up something, and if I can't read it, I have to go find a light source. Find out the truth behind stories that were familiar even to our pagan ancestors. Discover how to tell a hoax from a genuine haunting. Interesting. Bunch of VHSs. Grab cassette. Girl Scout. Sorry, this went a little harder than I thought it would. Andromeda Strain. Oh, wait. I just remembered that I'm streaming. I don't want to get a copyright strike. Man, I hope that doesn't happen. It's that book Dad wrote. The Accidental Savior. This is the first one. John Russell knows that the president's life hangs in the balance, but who would believe him? Terry, hey man, how you been? This is from 78. How you been? I know you're a published author and everything now, but my editor at Hi-Fi Aficionado has too much review work to go around, and he's looking for another freelancer. Naturally, I thought of you. You were saying your cast letter how much of a pain it's been trying to find a publisher for your latest work of literature, and writing stereo reviews is dead simple. Sit at home with a glass of scotch, listen to some records, and write up how it sounds, and then get paid. I've included some issues of the magazine to use examples. If you're interested, send some samples to my editor and tell him your old college friend, roommate, Enam, Mike sent you. Here's the address. Do it. Alright, so that was 78. Chum! Thank you. I couldn't make it out. Fantastic Voyage and Top Gun. But that just came out a few weeks ago. This movie and RoboCop can't trick me. Blade Runner Director's Cut. Airplane and Moonraker. A bunch of X-Files, and then JFK. Well, when did his second book come out? It didn't say when the second book came out. The Heaven on the Edge of the World by Samantha Greenbrier. Grade 2. Story, The Turtle People. Part 1. This is cute as hell. Yeah, sometime between 78 and 95. I don't know. Captain Allegra looked off at the ocean. It went on forever, or so it seemed. Someday she would find the edge and get to the paradise there. Then she heard a cannon fire. Boom! It was a black pirate ship. She yelled, "I thought I lost them at Horse Island." The first mate said, "Looks like you thought too soon." The black ship came alongside. Captain Black himself came out on deck of the black ship. He yelled to Captain Allegra, "You're never gonna find the edge. There ain't no paradise and your father were a liar." Captain Allegra yelled back, "Then why do you keep following us, you imbecile?" Well, the first mate yelled back, "We'll stop you, Captain Black. We'll find the edge of the world, and you'll see her father was no liar." The battle kept going until Captain Allegra's ship got away. "Now west," she said, and the ship sailed towards the sunset. Yeah, really into. I'm loving the imbecile and the interrobangs going on there. It's pretty great. Can I not close the door? I'm just gonna stand in the closet. Which episode were they watching? Wait, this is the shipping label. Uh-huh. For the thing, and the letter for it. But it's not here. The thing he's supposed to be reviewing isn't here. Examine pamphlet. Department of Agriculture Forestry Manual. Pacific Northwest. Do not distribute to the public. Guidelines 1986. Grab a bunch of coupons. Tortilla chips. Fucking bar? We can't listen to more than a few seconds of anything. A world history book, and here's her assignment. 94. Below are 2 stories. The events are out of order. Get a sheet of lined paper. Oh, man. Oh, I see. Okay. This is just about the reproductive system. The menstrual cycle, a novella. Okay. Alright. I love this girl. Sam, that is not... Girl, okay. The early morning of September 1st, 1939. What? Why? Esseglot stares out of the window of the train as it travels from Vienna back to her home village of Wielin, Poland. Oh no. As the train rumbles along, the sun rises over the countryside. She can only think of her dear Borislav, the boy she is engaged to wed. Meanwhile, deep in her guts, an ovum starts to develop. As the train approaches its destination, her heart races. The lining of her uterus is getting thick and soft. As the steps off the train. Her eyes dart quickly across the gathered crowd. Then, there, her dear Boris. Still in his baker's smock, he must have dropped his early morning duties at his father's shop to come meet her. Her heart skips a beat. The ovary releases the ovum. It travels through the fallopian tube. Yeah, this is queen behavior. Over the wheezing of the steam engines, a deep hum grows. Oh God! It's coming from the sky. Dark shadows pass over the station. A whistling sound. Oh no! Essa, her thoughts only a second faster than the bombs, reaches outwards to her dear Boris across the crowd. Their eyes lock and the moment freezes. The flash and smoke envelops him almost instantly. Sam! In the assault by the German forces, almost 75% of the people in her hometown are killed, the rest including Essa and, for a time, Borislav. Huddle in a half-destroyed church. He is blind, his legs are missing, bandaged with torn bed sheets. Essa's egg will not be meeting a sperm. It dissolves. About 2 weeks later, Boris loses his grip on life. Essa has given up her rations to keep Boris alive, but in the end, nothing can save him. Since the lining of her uterus is not needed for a pregnancy, it comes out through the vagina. Essa vows to survive. She sets off to join the Polish resistance. As a daring spy and saboteur, another ovum starts to develop in one of the ovaries, and the process begins again. It is incredible how the female body knows how to prepare for pregnancy. See me. What? Sam? Oh, God, where's my sister? I need to high-five her. That was so funny. Oh, that's why her world history book is right next to it. It's because she needed to make sure the dates were right. So it's accurate. It's in the correct order. The historical dates are correct because she had her history book right here. I love her so much. Irish whiskey. Second book. Yeah. The second book. So this is a letter that goes with the second book, 76. I write to inform you that unfortunately Mercury Books will be unable to publish a follow-up to Accidental Pariah. Despite the low sales of Accidental Savior, we went ahead with the publication of the second book in hopes of John Russell's series catching on. However, sales of the second book have in fact been lower than those of the first, and so our stewardship of the series must end here. It was a pleasure working as your publisher, and we wish you and John Russell the best in future endeavors. So the second book came out a little bit before 76, and he's still and he tried to get them signed up for the third, and they said no. And it is now 95. Viskivodka. That's probably how that happens. A lot of fucking closets in this house, huh? A shit ton more records. Samantha, please give this to your mother. Janice, thank you for having Danny over to your new home. He has missed having his friend Samantha in the neighborhood very much. Danny asked if he could lend Samantha his Nintendo Street Fighting tape, and I gave him my permission. He needs to spend less time with those games anyway. No hurry in returning it. Let Samantha know that she is welcome back to our house to visit any time. Sincerely, Mary Shoots. So Daniel, the weirdo from the old neighborhood, did come visit.
When you live in one place your whole life, your next door neighbor is kind of like your default friend. And Daniel only got weirder over the years. So moving away has been a good excuse to, not see him anymore. But he did always have the good Nintendo games. Maybe I'll give him a call.
There's no way. So this is the second book. Are all of these the third. No, this is the first book. Second. God, I thought it was a third book that, like, somehow got published and never distributed. Yeah, thank goodness he had his wealthy uncle and he was making a dime on those reviews, huh? God, this house goes on for fucking ever. Bunch of coupons. Note. Katie, please tell Mom and Dad sorry about the stuff that's missing. Hi, Lonnie. So if you wanted to come over to my house still this afternoon, that would be cool. I can drive. It's kind of far, but I can drive you home too, so hopefully that's fine. Right back and leave this in my locker if you still want, and we can meet in the parking lot after 6. If it's fine. Yeah, I'm totally in. See you there. I'm gonna kick your butt. Get ready. L. Cute little drawing. Yeah, that's a lot of copies to have as an author. Like, did you have to buy them yourself?
So you know what they say about the best laid plans of mice and men? Yeah, turns out it applies to Street Fighter too. At least I worked up the courage to walk into the 7-Eleven and ask for a turn, but all that practice at home did not exactly translate in the wild. So after I was finished getting my butt kicked, I followed them outside while they smoked. And that was when she asked me if I was that psycho house girl. But then she said she's always really wanted to see the psycho house. Her name is Lonnie. She's coming over tomorrow.
Katie, please, whatever you found, don't tell Mom and Dad. The attic. It's locked. Into the whiteboard in bed. Anyway. Oh, Lonnie is the one that wore the... What? Does that... Hold on. Let me get the light. Does that mean this is Lonnie DeSoto? Since she was supposed to be wearing the army uniform thing? Heavens to Betsy, is that band? Oh, yeah, maybe Sam did take the thing that Dad's reviewing. It's super expensive. I mean, if she's running away, like, she needs money, so, like, that makes sense. Like, don't do that, but, like, it makes sense. A lot of fancy dresser drawers to be putting in the halls and just filling with notes and highlighter pen. Sorry, I thought I saw a person in here. I know I didn't, but, like, I thought I did. Yeah, there was just a note in the backpack. I don't think we could open it. There was just the letter to, things to bring on your first day of school, and they didn't cross out a good attitude. Controlled burn scheduled for Boone County, October 94, so this last fall. Plumes of smoke will rise above the northeastern region of Boone County over the better part of the next week as a part of a Forestry Service. In addition to removing dead and overgrown vegetation that can lead to wildfires in drier months, the operation will serve as a valuable training tool for the forestry and firefighting personnel involved, and senior conservationist Janice Greenbrier. Mama! Proud of her. She was in charge of a controlled burn. That's pretty cool. Personal calendar. Monday, couples bowling. Cooking class, take apron. Ballroom dancing. Couples. Check the big meal for Terry and Sam. So I'm guessing the crossed out ones are what didn't happen in September. Notice of temporary personnel transfer Bruce Pendleton, head of personnel, to aid in the upcoming prescribed burn operation. A ranger with expertise in the procedure is being transferred to the station at Flintlock National Forest effective 9/2/94. Please see attached personnel file. The overseeing officer at Flintlock Forestry Station, the senior conservationist Janice Greenbrier, is charged with the supervision of transferred personnel. The duration of the transfer will be based upon performance evaluation as well as the recommendation of overseeing officer. So I guess she was getting a new employee if she was a supervisor. The Bratmobile potty mouth for Sam. Did Lonnie make her a mixtape?
It's weird hanging out with girls. Daniel was around ever since I was little, and other girls? I don't know. But being around Lonnie is like instantly just right. I gave her the grand Psycho House tour and took my revenge on Super Nintendo. And it was like, I don't know. I finally found someone I feel normal around. I drove her home and she gave me this tape and said, "You have got to listen to this."
She did.
I haven't stopped playing it since.
It includes Cherry Bomb. I love that song. Oh. Sternly worded letter. To whom it may concern, I, Samantha Greenberg, am 17 years old and therefore an independent, fully functional human being. The fact that you still forbid me from going into the city on my own is frankly absurd, compared with Katie, who is only three years older than me, and yet you allowed her to go all the way across an ocean to another continent on her own. I just want to spend an evening in a normal, totally safe city on my own, like a human being. And since you may also remember that I have my own car now, you can't really stop me. Warmest regards, your daughter Samantha. Incredible. Yeah, pretty banger mixtape. Daniel called again. He wants his Nintendo game back. Daniel called. Listen, game. I'm gonna turn on every single light in the house, and you can't stop me. So this is my sister's bedroom. Ah, look, her own... Oh, the Nintendo is gone. But not this Adventurous the Cat Returns cartridge. Bratmobile Cool Schmool. Oh, this is the...
We're so cool, yeah, yeah. Yeah, we're so cool. We're so cool, yeah, yeah. Fuck you too, cool schmuck.
Again, we can't listen to more than a few seconds. I may listen later. Oh, sorry, ma'am. Didn't mean to, like, just go open your... Sam, I think this creative writing track would be perfect for you. Reed College. English, creative writing. I'm not reading all of this. Beyond the benefits of the program itself, 3 students from each track will be offered a full scholarship for their year at Reed. Why is... Hey, take your plate downstairs to the kitchen. We haven't found the kitchen yet. Codes. Chun... Yes! Hi, Lonnie. I wrote this in first period and left it in your locker on the way to school. On the way to second. It's what all the cool kids are doing, I've decided. Write me back. Also, here's an idea for something to draw. 2 cats on a motorcycle. Hey, this is a good idea. What all the cool kids are actually doing is sexting? I don't know. Sending each other pages on their beepers. Okay. Sexting didn't exist as a word yet. And I don't think you can sext on a beeper. On a pager. Can you? But we're cooler than them because guess what? They can't put this on a beeper. And here is the 2 cats riding a motorcycle. It is a very cool picture. Your drawing of cats was so good that I added a background to make it even better. Maybe you should just stick to writing though. Haha, I like it. How did you know they were about to be abducted by aliens? I'm looking at Mr. Fish right now. I feel like he would probably have lots of cats. Also, like, his secret shame is that he watches 90210 religiously. I'll ask him about it after class. He said he doesn't have cats, and also he's never watched 90210, but I could see in his eyes that he was lying. Oh. I see it. It's a big heart. I hope the camera picked up me crossing my eyes really, really hard. Scrutinize. And see if I can get my full face in frame so y'all can see it. Oh, it's a shark. Nice. That was fun. I'm sure no one, like me, will take screenshots of that. There's more cartridges, ma'am. Super Spitfire. That looks great. Journey of Crystal. This looks good. Got your number. Are you going to the dance with anyone who's got a crush on you? Another copy of the Holy Bible. That's 2 in the house. Mitten, Dry Creek Road. That's not where we're living now, right? So is that a former cat that we had at the old house? Samantha, S is for special, A is for adorable, M is for merry, A is for affectionate, N is for nice, T is for thoughtful, H is for honest, A is for admirable. That's sweet. Oh man. With the car with that had automatic windows, was there a sunroof? That's really the big question. King's Labyrinth, Chapter 2, Fraying Threads. Captain Allegra! She's kept the same OC! This isn't dated, but it's the same OC! Yeah! Captain Allegra, still in her flowing skirt and sturdy jerkin, descended the single shining thread into the lower cavern of the labyrinth. She and the first mate, on their own now, grew closer to their goal, the throne room of the dead immortal king of the island. The first mate slid down the line onto the stone floor. She swept chalky bone dust from the front of her canvas trousers and looked up at Allegra. Yeah, and they're getting cooler. I don't think the first mate was a girl before. The silken thread, nigh unbreakable thanks to the enchanted moths that inhabited the island, trailed behind, leading their way back to the entrance. From further into the labyrinth, a moaning began to echo. The moaning grew louder and clearer. It turned into words from some ancient language they could not understand. The king's cursed voice. The hairs on Allegra's arms stood on end. She looked back at the first mate, whose eyes remained locked on the blackness of the passage for a moment too long before noticing the captain's gaze. The first mate nodded silently ahead. Following the king's ghostly song deeper and deeper into the labyrinth, they came upon a rocky gap spilling forth otherworldly blue light. The great basin of the dead king's throne room lay below. Skeletal in rotted robes, the king was hunched over the blue orb topping his royal scepter. Shadows of his bony fingers danced on the walls like ghouls. As he sang, wailing souls flowed one by one through the cracks in the cave walls, pulled into the orb, causing it to glow brighter and brighter. Behind the king, a long staircase hewn from the rock led down into the chamber from a passage at the top. Allegra said, "We have the advantage in numbers. I will draw his attention, and then you—" But the first mate interrupted. "No, I am smaller and quicker, and you know of dealing with mystic energies like these. I will circle to the other side and get the king's attention and lead him on a merry chase." She held up the silk line. "All traced by this invisible thread, of course. Invincible thread, of course," Allegra said. "It is a good plan, but first, perhaps we should go together." The first mate shook her head. "You know this is our best chance. Don't be afraid for me." They grasped hands and exchanged 3 tight squeezes, their palms growing warm. The first mate tied the shining thread to the belt of her trousers and gave a quick salute and a wink and dashed off. Allegra waited, staring vigilantly across the top of the stairs where the first mate was to appear. The king continued his... Wait, no. The singing stopped. The king turned and began walking up the stairs. Allegra wanted to call out, to do anything to stop the first mate from running headfirst into danger. She tried tugging on the line to signal her. No use. The king was nearly at the top of the stairs when the first mate burst through the passageway. She skidded to a stop. Even from across the yawning basin, Allegra could see the first mate's eyes grow wide. She turned and ran. Summoning his undead power, the king left the ground, levitating, gliding behind her with distressing speed. From some dank passage much too far away, Allegra heard the first mate scream. She was already running towards the sound. The line in Allegra's hand went taut, then shuddered. It fell slack to the stone floor. As Allegra ran, she was gathering line, twisting it around her arm. She came to its end. The unbreakable thread dangled limply, its end shredded and frayed in her hand. She tossed it to the ground and ran. Yeah, she is a better writer than her dad. That was so good. Hey, Sam, where's the rest of this fucking book? Combination lock. I haven't had that much to drink, Jodie Foster. How many fingers am I holding up? You better not have been reading my secret diary again. Here you go, Mitten. Have some pate. Gross. Steggy? Stelly? Steggy. For sure. Whoop. This is a cool room. AIDS in Africa, Soul Asylum Live. Hold on, I want to know what that lip balm was. You love your lips, baby. Lip stuff. Above average hydration. Cherry Stone. Oh, right. Oh, man. And she keeps it right next to her bed. Girl. Nail polish? Ultraviolet. Oliver Twist, Emma. And wow, what a good collection. She's a whole set. It's dope. I don't think you can see it right now, but this painting right here, it's that. It's the Malay Ophelia. Some X-Files there. Assignment, metalworking, engraving, C-. Not a challenging assignment. A metal plaque for family portrait, reasonable, but not complex. When I said that mom and dad should be replaced with parents' names, I did not just mean add them underneath. Acceptable leveling on edges. Show more pride in work. Where is it? Hey, what's it? This is the one me and my dad are building. Want to go for a ride when it's done. Not, I'm comparing handwriting. I think that's Lonnie's handwriting. So Lonnie and her dad were building... Oh, yeah, the plaque downstairs, right. Yeah, this one. Acceptable beveling on edges. Take more pride in your work, though. I think that's fucking fine. Anyway, what was I doing? Right, there's another door. I guess she has an ensuite bathroom? Ooh, trash. Crumpled note. Yolanda De Soto. Oh! Lonnie. Lonnie De Soto. Mr. Benchley observed Miss De Soto wearing a t-shirt with unacceptable language on the front. A large beer can labeled Pabst Blue Ribbon. Miss De Soto was sent to the guidance counselor's office. Miss De Soto was given the option to turn her shirt inside out, change into a shirt from her gym locker, or be suspended for the rest of the day. Miss De Soto chose suspension. Her father was called, but there was no answer and no answering machine. Miss De Soto must return this form tomorrow, signed by her father. No signature. And this is from last October. So I guess they're not... No answer. It is really sweet that they put it, like, they saw this, they saw she got a C- maybe, and went, still putting it up. Oh, it's just a second door. Well, I could not do that. I would feel too uncomfortable having two doors like this. I would keep one of them locked and barricaded at all times. Hey Sam, do you want to see a Pulp Fiction after school at the Coliseum? It came out last weekend and Todd won't shut up about it, so either it's good or we can make fun of him for liking it. My mom is supposed to cook dinner for us tonight for a change. But I can just ditch out on it probably. What time? Also, isn't that movie supposed to be really violent? Am I gonna barf? I do like bathrooms that have, like, a door to adjoining bedrooms. I don't like a bedroom with two doors. I don't like it. It makes me uncomfortable. According to Todd, it is pretty hardcore. I guess Uma Thurman gets stabbed in the heart with a heroin needle, so that's kind of hilarious. Sure. Also, something about cheeseburgers is important. Todd wants to see it again. 7:15, okay? Don't barf. Alright, see you then. That wasn't dated, was it? No, of course I didn't. Is this the bathroom then? Yeah. Where's the mirror? No one get, don't worry. That is hair dye.
Lonnie brought her hair dye over today. She said, I need to fix these roots. Think you could help? Dyeing hair is weirdly intimate. I don't know if I've touched someone else's scalp before. That's pretty intimate, right? It felt intimate. We looked into the mirror together after, and I expected her to say something about how it looked crappy or good or whatever. But that's when she said, "You're so beautiful." And she was looking at me. Right in that moment, I wanted to say something, but I waited. And the moment was gone.
Fucking mirror. Great. They didn't have the technology for mirrors. I'm gay. I do want to say it is good practice to clean up after you do a dye job. Just saying. Parents' room? Yeah. Whoa! Did y'all see Earth, Wind & Fire and Willie Nelson live? Fuck yeah. Dear Mom, Dad, and Sam, I am in the Channel. Nice. This is my second passage through the Channel. I'm on my way back from London, this time going to Brussels, Belgium. Sorry I didn't write you on the way to London, but I was too excited about the Channel. London was great. Dad, I know you've always wanted to visit, and I think you really should. You'd love it. If you all wanted to come back here as a family sometime, I guess I could be convinced. Love you all. Katie. Another Bible. Our third discrete Bible. Business card. Unknown Dimensions Literature? Oh, the Channel is a tunnel that goes under the English Channel. So it goes from England, the island of England, to mainland, to France. You can drive through it. It's kind of fucking dope, like, as a thing that, like, humans created. Why is her purse here? Where's she? Sorry. Sorry. This seems in more disarray. Yeah, their VCR player is missing too. VCR player, VHS player, or VCR. Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid, The Fugitive, All the President's Men. These are probably Dad's movies. Inside Edition, this is Mom's. Gone with the Wind, Sound of Music. Bridge on the River Kwai, Silence of the Lambs. I wonder who that belongs to. Yeah. Did she take all of the VCRs? Did she take from here? Did she also take from her mom's purse? I don't think we can open it, so we can't tell, but... Mitten, our cat. Caitlin, age 5. They have an ensuite. And no mirrors. Fuck you. You know, I didn't check the medicine cabinet in the room. After the honeymoon, rediscovering your spouse. So I guess they're having some issues. Whoa, I didn't even, sorry. Fuck, this house rules. What's this? Walt Whitman. Okay. The bookmark is from Timberland Booksellers. Take your time. I'm glad to have it in good hands, Rick. Dear Jan. Oh, this is, yeah, VCRs and game consoles probably would have gone... Yeah, a runaway gay with a bunch of electronics, possibly having also taken money out of her mother's purse. Dear Jan, oh honey, let me tell you, I understand how you feel. Bob and I had our own down periods. It's become a bit of a way of life, actually. You get used to each other. You live your own lives in the same house. The kids grow up, they go away. I'm sorry, this isn't helping, is it? Don't worry. Terry will get over whatever's distracting him. Things will go back to normal. Sorry, I'll finish this. And as for Sam being distant, well, that's a teenager for you. Nothing to worry about. In the meantime, though, this controlled burn, that sounds like quite the adventure. But let's cut to the chase. This new ranger they sent, that's what I want to hear about. Ranger Rick. You've got to be kidding me. It's too perfect. You have to tell me everything. And send pictures. I want the whole package. Wait, that sounded wrong. Keep your chin up until Terry is out of his slump. And in the meantime, write more letters to your old friend Carol. She adores them. Love, Carol. So... they started having a marriage slump, a downward trend in their intimacy, in their being able, in their relationship, after they moved into the house that belonged to his uncle. The uncle he had a letter from that was ripped up and taped back together that said, I understand if you can't accept this invitation. I don't like that. Do y'all see what, are you guys thinking, are you guys like seeing what I'm seeing? There? I'm not like... a ghost game. Escape from Ghost Mansion. Watercolor techniques for flowers and still life. The thing I'm getting at here, like the reason like it was like torn up, I'm starting to think like he hasn't seen him in many, many years, didn't even know he was married. I think they were estranged for a very, very compelling reason. So him moving into his uncle's house that he's estranged from for a reason. Maybe why he's having trouble in his intimate relationship. Just putting, just. He writes books about going back in time and changing terrible things that happened. Ooh, okay, we're... Katie, Mom and Dad were going to make up the guest room for you to stay in over summer, but you came home on such short notice that weren't around to do it. You can use my room if you want. I won't be needing it anymore. Yeah, I'm... It's all my stuff. Sorry. Ghost Hunter Journal. All right. Sighting Journal. August 31st, 1994, 1:19 a.m. A tall shadow in the upstairs hall. When I rounded the corner, no one was there. Was that tall Uncle Oscar? Note, I was not wearing glasses. A faint voice coming from the bottom of the stairs said hello. Did not investigate. Probably was the furnace. Poured milk from a carton in the fridge. It was spoiled. Pretty sure I read that spirits can sour milk. Milk was just bought yesterday. Ooh, ooh. Also ghost milk. Ooh, don't milk ghosts. Lonnie says she feels a presence in the TV room. I suddenly begin to feel cold. We build a protective pillow fort. Lonnie and I employ Ouija board as a medium to serving messages conveyed from the other side. Oscar is definitely here. I enlisted Lonnie to stay up all night and help patrol premises, recording any signs of otherworldly presence. Lonnie reported many sightings, but all remained unconfirmed. Possible ectoplasm in attic, probably due to leaky roof. Sample taken, just in case. Despite our best efforts, we both fell asleep around 4 a.m. All in all, successful night. More of my stuff. Cool. So they were doing ghost hunting, trying to find Uncle Oscar. Sam's dark room. Do not enter if red lights are on. Okay, that's a lot less spooky. It's a dark room. Like, that makes sense. Yeah. We all got super worried for a second. Painting. Oh, for the watercolors. Oh, that's lovely. It's very nice. I painted a few days ago because the flowers are now open. Performance evaluation, Richard Pottermock. Oh, so Ranger Rick. Exemplary, all 5. Ranger Pottermark has been indispensable during the course of prescribed burn preparation and execution. I believe his expertise and dedication has been the deciding factor in the success of a very complex and challenging conservation effort. In the opinion of the Flintlock Forest staff, Rick's contributions to daily operations have become essential to the outfit's continuing success. To this end, I will be formally submitting paperwork requesting his permanent reassignment to this facility. Halloween show. Stygian Lounge.
Sometimes you just have to lie to Mom and Dad. Like when Lonnie asked me to see a band with her and stay over at her friend's place in the city after. That's a lie to Mom and Dad situation. but it was so worth it. The girls on stage were just so loud and real and awesome, and everybody was moving together like one huge tide of sound. Between two songs, Lonnie leaned over and said, "How do you like your first show?" I was so happy. I felt tears starting in my eyes. And then she up and hugged me. I think she could tell.
Yeah, Studio Lounge is dope, and I'm gonna try really hard not to steal that for anything. Again, we're streaming, so. Extra, another room. Sewing table. Oh, that's a nice machine. Like a Kenmore, probably? Why is it all the way up, though? Why isn't it further into the... Never mind. Yeah. Yeah, art studio out here. Great. With, like, with these lovely windows that slant in. And then the sewing studio. God, this place rules. Healthy choices. Skills for a healthful life. Oh, that's probably a... What did that say? Don't look here. Okay. Very funny. Lonnie, holy crap. I was in the library and I found something in the corner and found a secret passage and it had Oscar's creepy old stuff in it? Oh my god, I've got to see this. We're skipping 6. Closet goes down to the library? I mean, my mom has a Kenmore in a table, although this does have like a lot of stitches for that. Whatever. Are y'all seeing this? I'm waiting for y'all to catch up and check because you're a little bit behind me. So Lonnie drew Captain Allegra in the first mate. Does that mean... Did Sam make this? Gay pirate OC cosplay. They're doing it together. Oh my god, this drawing. I have to get even closer. This is so cute. Hold on. It didn't, Automod did not like So Gay. It is so gay and cute. Yeah, that is a good date idea. Well put. Oh my god, and she made it and there's the hat! That place rules. Right, Automod, it is so gay. Alright, so where was it? It was in the back of their closet? Yeah, Automod, thank you very much for trying to protect us from people being mean. But there's just so much gay happening in this chat. I feel a gay presence. Alana. That's because I'm a nervous person. Whoa. Three compartments. Evidence of the supernatural discovered 0. There's just a bunch of secret compartments. Thanks, going home. I'm just so there is a few closed doors between me and that. I don't like it. I'm just a nervous person, and this is just how I be. Map, right. The basement is locked. I'm in here. Wait, so there's one right here. I just passed one. God, that's a lot of secret passages, ain't it? Wait, there's one in there. Oh, god damn it. Now I have to go back in there. Property of Sam Private. Heaven at the Edge of the World! From 9th grade. Oh, are you guys ready? I'm gonna read another chapter. Let me just have a little spot of tea. Allegra and her scouting party peered down wearily through the dense canopy of rustling leaves from their perch high in the forest's branches. Mere feet away, sunlight shone brightly off the inner ice walls of the glacial basin in which the forest. That was thunder outside, in real life. It's raining merrily out there. That's nice, I like that. It was a strange sight indeed, such lushness juxtaposed with the frigid ice formations. Allegra leapt forward without hesitation, bounding through the high branches. The first mate had been captured by the Green Glacier's Amazonian tribe. His life hung in the balance. His. This was 9th grade. What grade is she in now? Yeah. We have to hurry. Allegra's party followed behind, moving quietly as a breeze through the greenery. Stop! Allegra landed in the clearing and shouted, stop! She saw the Queen Amazonian up on her high pedestal, reaching for the lever that would drop her first mate into the vat below. She shouted, no! And flung her saber at the Amazon's reaching hand, but it was too late. The first mate screamed as he fell toward the water and splashed down, and all was eerily silent. Allegra looked on, frozen in fear and remorse. She had been a moment too late. But then, from the vat, something began to emerge, a head of dark brown hair just like the first mate's, then the shoulders and sleeves of his coat soaking wet. But as the figure stood and water poured down, Allegra saw that the first mate had changed. He was no longer a man at all. In fact, what looked back to her was the eyes, the face, the hair, and hands and body of a woman still in the first mate's clothes. Still the first mate, she spoke in a soft, clear voice. Captain? The Amazonian queen said she is one of us now. She is ours. Allegra drew her magical flintlock pistols from her belt, and her crew readied their swords. Allegra glared into the queen's eyes and said, that's the love of my life, and you can't have her. I don't know if she did that out of convenience because she fell in love with a girl, or if Lonnie is a little trans. We don't know. It is 8 o'clock. Which is when I would normally end. But I just want to finish off this game. Where was the other one? If it's in the back. Stop. Heterosexual gender swap stories. Yes. The Misfits. Special guests Maidenhead. Stygia. So the Stygian Lounge again.
At Todd's brother's place after the show, there was only a futon to sleep on, so Lonnie and I shared it. The lights went out. I was turned toward her. My eyes started to adjust, and then I could see she was looking at me, too. In the dark, she smiled. My heart was beating so fast. I rolled over. I felt so, I don't know, nervous. After a minute, she put her arm around me and was so close and whispered in my ear, "I really like you." I just nodded my head, and I really hope she could tell. I really hope that she meant what I think she did. I felt like a shook-up can of soda ever since. I hope we have the chance to talk before I explode.
I think you're right. I think she made the first mate a woman before she met Lonnie. Shook up can of soda. Like, what? Yeah, man. Yes. One of there. This one. Oh, ma'am. No. Doubt. $0.51. Oh man. Stop at the first number. Turn left. It's been a while since I opened a combination lock, so this is gonna be a minute. Just take a picture. Oh, you don't even need me to. You're not even making me do that. She has more recent issues than her dad. Finally, Gillian Anderson. She's so cute. Look at her.
Lonnie came over today. Everything was different. She was sitting at my desk chair, and she wouldn't look at me. Finally, I asked her what was going on. She said she felt like she'd done something wrong that night in the city. Like I must think... But I said no. There was nothing wrong. I just wanted to say... But I couldn't find the words. I felt like I was gonna cry, but I wasn't sad. She got up and sat next to me on the bed. I looked at her. Lonnie, do you think you could ever... And that's when she kissed me.
Girl. You stealing? You shoplifting? She probably had more photos of them. Yeah! Baby gays, they kissed. I'm so happy. She's stealing. She looking at porn. She kissing girls. Hey, Automod? Kissed me is fine. That's adorable, though. Alright, basement key. Wait. Where's the basement? This is the basement. Wrong side of the house. How old was that old man when he died in this house, man? Because he can't have been in a wheelchair because... There's just like little steps everywhere. Is there no light up here? I like this. Oh, that would make sense if from library to master bedroom was servant stairs. Here we go. Chips. I want chips. Note. Dear Samantha, I would like to cordially thank you for having me to your abode for the Thanksgiving holiday with your lovely family. I enjoyed the flavorful potatoes. It also was weird being around your parents for that long, but it was pretty funny. That's fine. How impossible it is for your dad to not be awkward for more than 30 seconds at a time. Very cordially yours. Your close friend and confidant, Lonnie D. A fancy man. Dear Miss DeSoto, allow me to take this opportunity to thank you in kind for being such a gracious host for the festivities of your father's estate following the aforementioned meal with my parents. Your family's Thanksgiving feast was the more enjoyable of the two events, I must say. I especially appreciated the time I spent with your grandmother, who is a lovely woman with a sterling taste and refined air. Let's do it again. Same time next year, shall we? Indeed, Madame Samantha Greenbrier Esquire. You're not a lawyer. But they had Thanksgiving dinner together. Y'all heard the creak, by the way. That's probably just an old house. That's lovely, and absolutely has no symbolic...
It's different now. I mean, we still hang out all the time like before. But now when no one else is around... Well, you know. So you could say we're dating. But it's secret. Secret dating? I don't know. I mean, I guess that's the real difference. Now when we get off the phone or go home for the night, or it's just quiet and we're alone. We say I love you.
One of Katie's old sex ed assignments. How was it? Did it have anything to do with the annexation of the Sudetenland? No. Not nearly as interesting. Not nearly as interesting. A science award. Yeah. Writing each other's name with. Just on full fucking blast, I guess. It's probably not great, can you guys? Reed College. Congratulations. I am pleased to inform you of your admission to the creative writing track of Reed. This is the one that her teacher told her about. We believe you have much to contribute to Reed College community based on your portfolio and academic record. I am also pleased to offer you financial aid to cover 75% of the summer program's tuition and fees. Good job, Sam.
I'm so stupid sometimes. I was telling Lonnie that I got into my college summer program thing, and I was all making plans like, you should come visit me, stay in my dorm room. But she said, Sam, I ship out on June 6th. I was like, ship out? To where? She said, to basic training. What did you think I was doing all that ROTC stuff for? I guess she's been planning to join the army right after high school since she was like 12. And I guess she's really going to do it. So I was like, after graduation, I'm just never going to see you again? She said, let's just have fun while we can.
That's really... Yeah, not very punk of you, Lonnie, but also that's really... it's rough. Yeah, Don't Ask, Don't Tell wasn't repealed for a long time after the 90s. That is a good point. Oh, man. Granddad, so... Why is this fucking picture cut out? Joyce, a complete understanding. Terrence, thank you for sending a copy of your newly published book. An author's first published manuscript is a momentous occasion. I read it this afternoon. I certainly recognized my son in the subject matter. An author's work is the externalization of that which he holds dear and that which he fears. And in this respect, I believe your work was successful. But in the lens through which the personal shone was needlessly clouded by genre cliches and implausible dime-store science-fictional deus ex machina. The great authors speak of their lives milieu in clear and honest tones, the lens crystal that refracts their thoughts without distortion. I congratulate you on surviving the great ordeal in that publication, and rest assured that the readers of your chosen genre will lap up copies hungrily. But I urge you to shed artifice. You can do better. So after he published his first book, he got a letter that said he can do better. And then his second book sucked. And his third book wasn't even published, and on his writer board, on Dad's writer board, it just says you can do better. Ouch! Fucking ow! God, this place goes on forever, huh? Oh, this is a fire hazard, huh? Massan's Pharmacy. Oh, it was in, Oscar, the uncle. Yeah, that does explain why he was cut out of the painting. He wasn't, yeah, writing, if you want to write, like, genre fiction and your dad is an English professor, awkward. Hey, Sam, I'm writing you from Multnomah Falls. I'm here on a stupid class trip. Which is stupid because it's March and I don't know if anyone in this school has been to Oregon, but it's cold and rainy as shit in March. Wish you were here. Oh wait, you are here because I'm writing this and you're in the gift shop. Oh shit, here you come.
They tell you to stick with the group on field trips, Katie. There's a reason for that. Lonnie and I snuck off on the side paths at Multnomah Falls and got a little lost. Okay, a lot lost. Like, for hours. Right before the bus left, we found a trail and came running down the path, soaked and covered in mud, shouting for the bus not to leave. The school called home. Mom and Dad said, "You didn't get into trouble like this before you met that Lonnie girl." But I don't think they know about us. The kids at school, though, I'm really afraid that's a whole other story. Stick with the group, Katie. Stick with the group.
Yolanda De Soto. Hector and Maria De Soto. Sorry, just, I should have guessed Yolanda De Soto was a Hispanic name. Mexican even, because this is from Mexico. So her parents saying you didn't act like this before you met that Lonnie girl. Ugh, also is a little more uncomfortable. Today's Spanish lesson. Fly, musca, hubcap, terracubos, sunbeam, rayo de sol. Sorry about my pronunciation. Your love, tu amor. Dear Sam, I'm so happy you liked the drawing. I was thinking of us when I drew it. I know you'd be able to tell. You'd love Mexico, I think. Probably. The nature here is totally different than back home. I keep thinking about Allegra and the first mate on a mysterious island where even the plants are out to get them. And I think of them together out there in the wilderness, and I start thinking of you again. I lie here in bed and I can almost feel you. I've been trying to save it up for when we're together again, but I haven't done a good job, okay? But I tried. Okay, enough about that. Your last letter got me to the day before we started driving back north. We'll be racing this letter home. If I get home first, we can read it together. And yes, I'm taking tons of photos. We'll have to spend so much time in the dark room. Tu amor, Lonnie. Girl Scout, the band formerly known as Cub Scout, set list, role model, authority, main squeeze, telling stories, instruction, first mate. Is Girl Scout their band? With First Mate, is it their band?
Todd's band lost their singer. Todd said he sucked. Lonnie said he got sick of Todd's shit, and he was complaining about needing a new singer. So Lonnie was like, I can sing. And they were all kind of like, you can? And she was like, probably. But she's been rehearsing with them for like a week now. And I finally got to see them play in Todd's basement today. And she's actually really amazing. I feel so proud when she's on stage. It's incredible being in awe of someone you love. So everybody knows it's like a temporary situation till she ships out in June. But till then, I'm gonna be at every single show.
Oh, this is the door we haven't gone through yet. Combination. Oh my god, that is... I don't want to go into a dark corridor. Is this a hidden... Captain A and Revolution Girl. Rev 1 Lucian. This one's for you, Grossman. Dear Miss Greenbrier, I appreciate the time and effort you put into writing your letter. It showed initiative and was well written, but it does not change my mind on this matter. While I understand that Miss DeSoto is a friend of yours, the fact of the matter is that she defaced school property with profanity. I thought she was in the ROTC. Anyway, the fact that she allegedly defaced her own locker in retaliation for another student doing the same to yours is immaterial. As to your complaint that no other student has been punished for their part in this incident, the fact is that no guilty party has come forward, and there has been no convincing evidence as to who might have defaced your locker. In other words, there is no one to punish. I would suggest letting this issue drop, as it will only bring unwanted attention to yourself, which I believe is what you claim began this whole incident in the first place. Hey, did someone write Dyke on her locker? And in retaliation, Lonnie wrote Dyke on her own locker? That's what it is feeling like.
I don't get Lonnie sometimes. Like, her band, and our zine, and her hair, and everything are all anti-authority. But I watch her in JROTC, and she's doing drills in perfect formation, following orders, no question. And there's all this stuff in the news about don't ask, don't tell. Like, she's going to join the army and then have to lie about who she is. She said they don't need to know what they don't need to know. Like it was no big deal. This from the girl who trashed her locker to, like, defend my honor. I've learned when to stop arguing, though. I don't think Lonnie even gets Lonnie sometimes.
This was on one of the earlier things. It was on one of the earlier tapes. She wrote herself scripts. The coolest stuff about being a Psycho House girl. Cool thing number one, everybody in the hall thinking you don't know they're looking at you and whispering as you walk past, because I guess they haven't heard of peripheral vision. Costumes, skeletons, and devils. Cheerleaders from the Smells Like Teen Spirit video. One girl dressed as Jackie Kennedy. Another part of the house. Oh. One 963, that's the combination. Kicking against the patriarchy, the Great Goodfellow Riot of 95. Heard enough, had enough, ready to join the revolution and take a stand against Grossman and the patriarchy? Yeah, fight back, stand up. And the Girl Riot Underground. I'm gonna go back to the, note, because I do not remember what the combination is. 1963. 1963. 1963. Going back to 1963 to stop something terrible from happening. I don't know if this is, wait. I don't know if that's his safe. I think it might be Oscar's. Yeah, this is Oscar's, man. Morphine. Oscar Mason to Mary Greenbrier. Return to sender. Mary Greenbrier. His mom? Terry's mom? Dear sister, I write what shall be my last appeal to you. To go unanswered one way or the other. I feel a prisoner as on an island with no jailer, no human soul for commune. Only my one mind examining itself endlessly searching for relief. In the years since transgression, I have sought no absolution, only love, forgiveness. In good faith, I have removed myself from all temptation. Sacrificed to prove my commitment. However, I can imagine, since mother's passing, I have yearned for nothing more than the acknowledgement of my own kin, to be treated as human again, to breathe air of human spirit once more. By grace, even a wretch like me could be saved, but I do not expect it. He was getting more and more desperate as he wrote this. You could tell as it keeps slanting. If no response is received, I shall henceforth accept my sentence, and one day simply cease to be. With a brother's love always, Oscar Mason. Yeah, that pretty much clinches it for me. How about you guys? Room, it looks like. And that was returned to sender. She didn't even want to open that letter. His sister didn't even want to open his last letter of remorse, of... Gee. I wonder what transgression. Where was I going? Right. The other door. New part of the house. Guardian angels above, bless this house with love. Oh. Okay. Jan Greenbrier, stylist. Shampoo, color, perm, manicure. Recently. Well, more recently than the burn. Hey Lonnie, sorry my mom was such a bitch last night. She's hardly ever around since her forest is like an hour away, and then when she is home, she takes it out on you because you're not a member of the family. She knows you won't call her on it, and I'm sorry. Haha, it's okay. I know she is just jealous of our cool and freewheeling lifestyles. I feel sorry for you. I'm lucky my mom lives in Florida. You have to have a mom every day. Sorry, I didn't mean to bring up the mom thing like that. I know, I shouldn't complain. No, I'm being serious. My mom is a psycho Christian, and her new husband, Don, is a complete tool. Living in Florida with him is her eternal punishment in my mind. So, you wouldn't really live with your mom in Florida? No! Offer of promotion. She's being offered a promotion. Exemplary management of the Flintlock prescribed burn operation last year, and the services need for experienced personnel to direct regional operation. People would like to offer you a position of Regional Conservation Management Director, responsible for operations throughout northwestern Oregon. Your assistance would be sought to fill your previous position at Flintlock National Forest. Your new posting would be at the management building, which would be much more convenient for your daily commute. Sorry, this is on Bullhorn Road, at 128 Bullhorn Road. I have to go check the mail. Don. Yeah, Bullhorn Road that's her new, would be her new place where she would get another assignment. No, that's the note that I just read. Oh, she's learning Spanish now. That's very nice of her. Froth, music and culture. Tincture, Poughkeepsie's Teenagers of the Year. Earth, Wind, and Fire. Let's say when? 95. So, this past February, she went to an Earth, Wind, and Fire show. Someone did. Sam, this skull was the coolest thing I found in Mexico, and it was like $3 American. I love it. Merry Christmas. Miss you. Treasure it always. Oh, that's the thing that's in the yeah. Yeah, she did get her hair did for the concert. Yeah. I don't mind how creaky the house is, but then I grew up in a house that was nearly 100 years old, so I barely notice how creaky this house is. We have Mom's purse. Her other purse. Pamphlet. Research and education. Revision. Oh, so this is the most recent printing, because the other one in the other hallway was like 86. The Forrester Manual for 86, and this is 90. That's true. This house is less haunted. Jan. Oh no! I got 2 tickets for the Earth, Wind, Fire on Thursday, but my girlfriend, his girlfriend, says she doesn't want to go. Her taste in music rears its ugly head again. So that leaves me with an extra ticket that I thought you might be interested in. More fun than clearing brush in the freezing rain, right, Rick? Jan? Mom? The Vatican is weird. As you can see, the Catholic Church still has a lot of money left over from the Middle Ages. That's one way to put it. I've gotten to see all of the art now, including the Sistine Chapel ceiling and the sculptures by Michelangelo, Donatello, and the rest of the Ninja Turtles. Yeah, Janice Greenbrier, you're married. He's dating someone. You have 2 children. Mom will have to come back together. I would love to be here when someone who really appreciates the history behind everything. Also, Sam, they have various relics, as in pieces of important dead people. So you should probably come too. Next up, Barcelona. Calm down, Dad. I probably won't get bored. I won't get gored by a bull, probably. No butts in heaven. Oh, the zine. Oh, they were doing some painting, maybe? Sam, since you refused to hear us out this afternoon, your mother and I are putting this in writing so that we are absolutely clear. You are grounded for the rest of the month from social and telephone privileges that he misspelled. And using your car for anything except going to and from school. We understand that what you were going through. Do you? But we can't allow you to continue with this kind of behavior at all. And clearly once your privileges are reinstated, we can't allow you to have your bedroom door closed while Lonnie is at the house. This is the last word on the matter. Get back on course so this won't happen again. Yeah. Disciplinary referral. Distributing inappropriate materials on school grounds. Nice.
I had an interesting talk with Mom and Dad tonight. One you were never gonna need to have. I mean, you've known, right? I've known. I've known since, like, She-Ra. Mom and Dad didn't, I guess. But they saw the zine and the stuff on the locker, and they were like, is there something we should know about you and Lonnie? And so here's the thing. I was prepared for them to be mad, or disappointed, or start crying, or something. But they were just in denial. You're too young to know what you want. You and Lonnie are just good friends. You just haven't met the right boy. It's a phase. That's what I didn't see coming. That they wouldn't even respect me enough to believe me. Well, joke's on them, because they're in for one very long phase.
I'm not gonna cry. I'm working very hard to not cry. First off, congratulations. Janice Greenbrier, Regional Director. This is from Carol. And I say congratulations because, come on, you're going to take the job, right? What are you waiting for? An engraved invitation? Call them back. But in the meantime, let's discuss this little outing you had with our favorite flannel-clad hunk. What a blast. But you sound like you're reading a lot into Innocent Night Out. You're sure there's something there? You said he has an out-of-town girlfriend. You're sure they're not serious? Okay, so we have to figure out when we'll see each other next in person. Enough with the letters. I owe you a congratulatory margarita, boss lady. Soon. Carol, you encouraged this. You literally encouraged this, Carol. Woof. There's a lot happening in this house. Oof. Crumpled manuscript. Don't give up on this, honey. A new manuscript, another book. Of course, my dude. Yeah, it is different. I just feel like Carol is just like super surprised. I mean, she probably shouldn't be all that surprised. Oh, I see. Mr. and Mrs. Jonathan Blair request the honor of your presence at the marriage of their daughter, Helen Margaret, Mr. Richard. Oh, no! Yeah, Carol isn't a great friend, but oh, no! That thunder was also real. Whoa. Sorry, the air is orange outside right now because there's the sunset and a lot of clouds. Sam's schedule working at Crown Burger. Oh, so she had a job. Gross. Sorry, shaking the milk. Ha! Why do they have a carton and a jug of milk? Why is this place so... also real? I am a rascal. Ain't I a stinker? Samantha and Daniel were in the woods one day. It was sunny and they were on an adventure. But they went to the bad part of the woods and it got dark. Daniel said, "Are you scared?" So Samantha said, "No. Are you?" They laughed and went more into the bad part, and then they went to a part that was never there before, and there was a ship. A pirate ship. On an ocean. Gotta check something if there's gonna be more storms later. Yes, there are gonna be more storms later. I'm not missing storms. That's fine. Samantha said, "I'll be the captain and you be the first mate." Daniel said, "Aye, aye, captain." And they went to the pirate ship and started sailing away. Daniel was the original first mate. There they are.
Daniel finally came over to get his game. I'd been dreading it. But he brought this story with him that I wrote when we were little. I started reading it, and then there I was, crying at the kitchen table. He asked what was wrong, and I was thinking about how we used to be friends, how much I'd taken for granted. But instead, I told him about school, and Dad, and Lonnie. And then how sorry I was that I wasn't his friend anymore. He gave me a hug and said it was going to be okay. For some reason, I almost believed him.
Hey, Daniel's a good friend. Nice throw. Upstairs in his bedside table was another printer, the Unknown Dimension Literature. I think this is a reprint of his book. Right? Of his first book. That's kind of nice. That he found another person, another, Dinksbumps. Another printer. That's fireworks and not thunder at all. Congratulations on your new position. Having received your formal acceptance letter. Yeah, because you got the invitation to Rick's wedding. Great. Rick's wedding. Can't make it. Send regrets. Katie comes home this month. We'll call with exact date. Anniversary trip. That's why they're out. Dentist Sam. Church potluck. Wow, that's a long way. He's all the way in Oregon. And his new printer, printer was all the way in Newark. Alright. Give me this trash. Is this not trash I can know? This house is fucking massive. Okay, here's the pantry. Chaps. Honey snaps. Are you guys doing a full renovation? Alright. Oh, this is the second book. Unknown Dimension, dear Mr. Greenbrier. First, let me say that I hope this missive finds you well. Hell, it feels like a goddamn miracle that it finds you at all. Do you know how long we've been trying to track you down? Worry not. We aren't the feds, the men in black, or any sort of creeping fascist hobgoblins. In fact, we're on your side. Let me start from the beginning. Unknown Dimensions is what you might call a specialist publishing house. We traffic in the weird, ahead of its time, lost but not forgotten by a small but dedicated group of plugged-in bibliophiles type of out there mass market shunning visionary expression that refuses to be taken on anything but its own terms. We've had an unparalleled run ever since our inception 4 years ago, unearthing and reviving Christ, or zombie-like, timeless works such as Ed Investment's Message of the Snakeman, It's Inside Me by Jens Keller, and Emil Krieger's oft-banned Venusian Flesh Traders. But ever since we discovered tattered copies of your Accidental series at a church rummage sale in Long Branch, New Jersey, we've been trying to track down the author of this weird and dark American outsider art. It's just been kind of forgotten. Portal into the 20th century civilization's anxieties and delusions that our readers lose their minds over. James Bond and Harrison Ford might be the dick-swinging heroes that modern suburban America wants, but John Russell, mild-mannered insurance agent by day, reckless history-revising sociopath by night, is the twisted peacekeeper that it deserves. It is our mission to bring him back to life. Okay, so I've typed plenty. What do we want from you? We want your permission to reprint the work since your original publisher, Mercury Books, folded a decade ago. We want to supply you with a new foreword to the books to appear in brand new editions of Accidental Savior and Accidental Pariah, to be produced by Unknown Dimensions as a limited run and marketed directly to our highly discerning customer base. We want to offer you a portion of the proceeds, contract to follow, assuming you're interested, coming along on this weird odyssey. We look forward to embarking with you and to thrusting your works screaming back into the sweating palms of unsuspecting American public. Blast off. They reached out to him. That is so amazing. Out of the fucking blue. When does that arrive? That was March, just a few months ago. Sam, your mother and I will be along for a weekend celebrating our anniversary, June 3rd to 7th. We will be camping on the gorge, but we'll give you a call on the way home. Sorry, kitchen is still mid-renovation. Never trust a contractor. $40 is on the table to order pizza while we're gone. Be good, Dad. And both cars are gone. Wow. So she took the $40 and ordered pizza for herself and her girlfriend. Barcelona. I've had a wonderful time on the beaches of Barcelona. Dad and Sam, I think you would like the Gaudi architecture. It is from a strange alien world. I am headed to my final destination, Amsterdam. For how long? That depends. I am running low on money. I will look for a cheap standby ticket and call you when I'm headed home. Sorry for the short notice. Can't wait to see you all again. It'll be good to be home. So I guess, like, things are looking up for the dad, at least, that he was able to get his works republished. A going away show for Lonnie D.
Lonnie had her going away show with her band tonight. She's so incredible on stage. When she was singing, I could practically forget everything. That we only had 48 hours left. That I don't know what comes next. That I can't live without her. Then she dedicated the last song to me. And I couldn't take it. I was out on the curb in the alley, sobbing till my ribs hurt. I would follow her anywhere, Katie. But I can't. Where she's going. After a long time, she found me. She said she was sorry. She said, I wish things could be different. I just wanted to make you happy. I said, I don't think you can anymore.
Ouch. 3 days ago. Sam, I wish I knew how to explain it better. The army is this thing I grew up with. It's part of me. My dad's army friends are like family. I've always known it was where I would end up. I never thought of it any other way. I wish things could be different. Maybe someday when I'm settled at a base and you're done with college, I will put away the note before reading. And you're a famous writer and I can rebuild a tank engine with my eyes closed. Things will be different, and then we can be together. Until then, L. Ow. Yeah. This is where she must have been writing. Since there wasn't a typewriter in her room, this must be... Or is this his other... Dad's other... Oh no! Does that help? Does the thunder help? Strong pines. Aye! It's not an anniversary trip. I guess it is, but they're doing a couples counseling for their anniversary. Yep. Alright, well, there's worse times to spend your time. worst ways to spend your time. Accidental human. Huh. Dear Kaz, I can't tell you what a joy it is to see John Russell back in print. Thank you very much for sending along copies of the new editions. The cover art is really something. I know you've said that Unknown Dimension isn't in the business of printing new material, but this revived my interest in work has brought on a wave of inspiration, resulting in a manuscript that complete John Russell's journey, which I think you may find intriguing. It is reflective and introspective, without forgetting the excitement and weirdness that Unknown Dimension readers expect. I hope this might be an exciting new direction for Unknown Dimensions to pursue. At the very least, I am grateful that John Russell's adventures didn't come to an end quite when I thought they had. Thanks and regards, Terrence. Oh no! Well, say hi to the dogs. Cover copy. It's been almost 20 years since John Russell heard the call. Twice he saved a president's life. He's practically forgotten the days of the future, of danger and excitement, the days where he mattered. So when a familiar rip in the time opens in front of him and his handlers peer out, he doesn't hesitate. Is the president in danger? No. The life you save this time will be your own. That sounds like a pretty good follow-up. Great. Where we'll do it. Under the stairs is a secret door.
We agreed our last night together would be our happiest ever, and we'd forget tomorrow was going to come at all. It worked for a while. We had a good time seeing Oscar off, then ran up to the attic to look through our photos, to find one for Lonnie to take with her. And looking at them, I realized they were all in the past, and there wouldn't be any more. And I didn't know what I was going to do. And I cried, and she held me. She said she knew it was hard, but life would move on. I said I didn't want my life to keep moving without her. That's when she cried too. I was so exhausted. I must have fallen asleep like that, in her arms. In the morning, I woke up, and I was finally alone.
That's a good point. Writing in his uncle's old office wasn't working, so he moved to the greenhouse. Possession and exorcism. Okay. Snacks. And that's Oscar himself. Attic key.
The sunset light in this house is the saddest thing I've ever seen. I just want to sleep. When I'm in the attic, it almost feels like Lonnie could still be here. She's just downstairs. I'm just waiting to hear her pull down the hatch and come running up. Maybe I'll go up to the attic and wait. Oh my god. Katie. I fell asleep in the attic, in Lonnie and my old spot, and I missed the first 2 calls. I just barely caught the third one before the machine got it. And it was Lonnie, on a payphone. She'd been on the bus to Basic, and she said she couldn't think of anything but me and us, and that she couldn't go through with it, with the army and being apart and all of it. And so she got off the bus in Salem. She said, "Sam, I want you to pack up everything you can and get in your car and come find me. And let's just drive until we find somewhere for us." And she asked me if I could do that. And I said yes. Yes. Katie, I'm so sorry that I can't be there to see you in person, that I can't tell you all this myself. But I hope as you read this journal and you think back, that you'll understand why I had to do what I did. And that you won't be sad, and you won't hate me, and you'll just know that I am where I need to be. I love you so much, Katie. I'll see you again someday. Love, Sam.
Sorry, again, the music. That's such a sweet game. Also, look at this massive house. That is such a sweet game. Yeah, lesbians ever after. That's so... Yeah, we thought it was going to be tragic gays. But then, psych, 11th hour, possibly happily ever after. We're not 100% certain. They are 18-year-old lesbians running away with a lot of stolen stuff to pawn, presumably, into the night. I hope in 1994, 1995, they could probably get down to San Francisco, which is gay, for the gay. You feel me? That's good. Still fireworks going off here. Oh, but that was so good. I like it. I like it very much. It's a good game. It's very cute. It was very sad, but like happy at the end. I like it. It is 9 o'clock. Went over a whole hour. But that's fine. In fact, let me just tip that down so I can lean back for that. Yeah, well, I'm gonna go ahead and finish. Yeah. Thursday, more Mass Effect, and then next Monday, What Remains of Edith Finch, which I have never played. But thank you very much for joining me. I will see y'all another time. Farewell. Thank you for coming with me on this journey. It was very fun to be able to just chat to my friends while playing a game. God, I love doing that. Okay, goodbye. Mwah.